Good evening, afternoon, wherever you're at, whatever time it is there. Time to mock draft. I think I need my.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you driving and drafting?
No. I'm like in a parking lot, so I'm good.
Okay. I was like, don't
Don't
crash.
drive and draft. This is a public service announcement from the fancy Endgame. Yeah. No driving and drafting for me.
That's
I'm just
good.
parked.
That's good. We don't need an accident.
No.
All right.
I don't know if you want me to do it on the YouTube or not, but I thought I had a good idea for the what is it, the Dynasty Fantasy League that we did.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Was thinking of maybe seeing, like, because I know you and Pierre are really busy, so adding something else more to you guys would be a lot. But maybe seeing if two guys would want to do like a podcast format, and seeing if they would like do, I don't know, like just like a weekly or just like every other week, like a weekly update just on what that is and talking about it, and like the trades that go on and what people are thinking. I feel like you'll always have that up and down time where there'll always be something going on. So, and that way people can follow along and not have such a long period of like, wait, when did this happen or what happened?
Yeah, no, there's definitely always something going on in our dynasty league.
Yeah. And I didn't know who would want to do it or something. And I was thinking I'd maybe be up to it. I just don't know if I have the audio equipment slash what it would take. And since you and Pierre seem to have done this format for a little bit, you guys might just know a little bit more.
Yeah, well, when the season starts, we're gonna be busy because we're gonna have like a video every day.
Okay.
That will definitely might be something that we're open to having somebody else do.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking, was that you two could, that way it would be one more thing for the channel, but one less thing that you would guys would actually have to do, which would, and I think I don't think any other people would mind doing it. So that was the other thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think.
And then let's see. Along with that, so I feel like I'm a guy who says actions speak louder than words. And then so like that's why when you like draft Cam Akers like midway through the second, I'm like, what? And you bash me for giving 3 firsts for him. But what is it? Pierre keeps trying to give away Godwin, and I'm like, isn't this the man who said he's gonna be wide receiver 15? Like,
I think he's
I,
uh I think he's trolling. He's trolling you a little bit.
I'm just like, and then hopefully more people get on. Just let's see. Is it just me and you? No, it's just three.
No.
Right.
Let's see.
Oh, it's just Al's on.
Yeah, Pierre says Pierre's on, Ale's on, Lagoon, the Hootski, the Rock, who's new, who's Lamar. I'm on. It doesn't even show you as green, but obviously you're on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
12th spot's green. Elgin.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, good.
No, I'm in the Zoom. Sorry, not in the.
Oh yeah. No, not a lot of people on the Zoom right now.
Yeah. Because I was gonna ask people for their so I think I came up with the question. But so I feel like we all had those late round guys that were all like pretty high on, like there's Russell Gage, Mike Williams, and stuff like that. I wanted to get some people's different opinion on like rounds 6 through 9, like have them like pick a guy and say this guy will, make it in that upper tier, or like thinks who really has a shot.
So like Mike Williams, Michael Gallup.
Mike Williams. I'm trying to think where. So when I was doing it just through random ADP, and I think I was looking at Sleeper's ADP just so it'd be easier. I think it's picks like 72 through, is it 98 or yeah. So around that range, I think that's the 6th through the 9th round.
All right, looks like everybody's here.
Everybody's green.
I saw Mikey go green, so I'm gonna assume he's here.
Yep.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Dahusky in here.
Yeah, it's been a while. All right, well, Mikey's on the Zoom, so here we go.
I mean, even if it auto picks for him, it's probably going to be correct. So,
well, no suspense there. It's been a while since I've had the 2.
Yeah, you and Pierre definitely made sure you guys weren't next to each other at all.
How's it going, guys?
Good, what's up? How are you?
Doing all right. Sorry, I'm cutting it close.
That's all right. When you have the first pick, it's easy.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams at the 7. Been a while since we've seen him that early. Ale with Kelsey, not scared.
I haven't learned from my last lesson, so I'm gonna do it again.
Wow. Cam Akers.
Over your boy Chris and Aaron Jones.
Over Eckler, Aaron Jones. They get Akers, Eckler. Wow, that's a pretty good RB start.
I'm surprised he passed up on Metcalf.
Well, when you can get a first round running back in the second round and the second round running back in the first round, you got to do that.
You know what? I normally don't do this. Let's try this.
Another running back. There goes Ridley.
Man, 2 wide receiver, and 2 running back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Joe Mixon, The Rock.
The real Rock would beat your ass for making that selection.
Well, he does have Nickelodeon's most valuable player as his profile picture. So,
you guys remember when they did the Bears Nickelodeon game last year?
Yeah,
it was great.
And but they caught Cordell Patterson just dropping an F-bomb in the middle of the game.
yeah,
So bad.
So Chris, you like MT over McLaurin over your guy?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
this draft is crazy. I was sure none of those guys were even going to make it to me. The way we've been drafting lately.
Which ones?
Any of those, like 4. Allen, Thomas, McLaurin, or Robinson. Maybe one of them would fall to me.
I was hoping one of McLaurin or Robinson would fall, but I figured you'd probably take them.
Do I make the mistake again?
Yes, Clappin. You
hard-
always make the
It's
mistake.
hard to pass on them here.
It is because the wide receivers, I mean, it's just a drop in my opinion.
Which one though?
Could
Waller
go
or Kittle?
Dobbins.
I would go Waller, but I'm deciding between him and like either Antonio
too.
Gibson or CeeDee Lamb.
I do like Waller.
It's different this time.
No Najee?
Yeah, Najee too. I got 7 seconds. You know what? I'm feeling a little stupid today. Here we go.
Nothing wrong with that.
If I am going to go a tight end there, though, I do prefer him a little bit over Kittle. That's just me, though.
The Rock.
I do as well.
RB. Triple RB.
Does he know it's PPR or does he think it's like standard?
Does he know his
I-
the one's gonna be Tyler
I
Lockett?
put in the YouTube chat that it's 2 running back, 3 wide receiver.
And it's PPR because he might think it's standard.
Wide receivers real quick.
Good start for Francis.
Man, if he would have failed on me, I would have took him and been happy with my 3 RB start. But
Wow, you would have
I
gone
didn't have-
with a guy who catches no passes, a guy who catches a decent amount of passes, and a guy who catches no passes.
I wanted the one before.
Oh, CEH?
Yeah.
I don't even know CEH, just the most overrated running back.
I don't think he's overrated. I think his touchdown upside this year is going to be.
Darrell Williams vulturing all his touchdowns.
That would be really disappointing if that actually happened.
Well, I will say one thing about Edward Hilaire last year. He was not good around the goal line. He's not really.
But it's also
not really
like it was his rookie year. Learning the system.
out with the rookie year stuff. Running backs are supposed to be good their rookie years.
Remember Melvin Gordon, his rookie year? That was
no touchdowns.
Yeah,
No
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
I do remember that.
that was. I genuinely thought he was possibly going to be a massive bust after that.
Here, don't snipe me here if you hear me. Please don't snipe me.
Snipe him. Snipe him.
I think he knows what I want. Actually, if he's still there.
Lamar said The Rock has said he's trying something new. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You got to do that in these drafts. Antonio Gibson at the 311. Is that the latest we've ever seen him?
312. I think I picked him in the 4th round. I think a
Wow.
month ago.
Wow, that's a good start for Elgin. Hill, Diggs, Cooper, and Gibson.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, Pierre did. Thanks, Pierre. I'll take your guys then.
Yeah, with the 0 RB start. Where it starts getting ugly.
Like back-to-back drafts, I end up with Kenny Galladay on my team.
Hey, if he hits, man.
Yeah, if he has to.
I honestly feel like there's going to be no in between. Like he's either going to hit or he's just going to bust.
Same one like Daniel Jones. He's either gonna make the leap or
Or he's
backup
going to not.
quarterback.
Yeah, or he won't be on an NFL. Like he won't be a starter next year.
Mhm.
So here's my thing with Galladay and just that offense in general. It's gonna be it's either gonna be really good, and if it is good, is it good because he's going to one person specifically, or is it good because like everyone's a threat and they're good? And I feel like it would be the second part, but even if the offense is bad, like bad offenses can have some fantasy production. And if I were to pick anyone on that offense, Galladay's like the third choice, I think would be the benefactor. Like it would just benefit Saquon if they were just bad offensively. Like he would just be in the passing game.
Who would be the second?
So the it
Gotta
would
be
be
the second.
Galladay second, but I feel like if it's a bad offense, he's gonna be looking short down the field, and Galladay will be on the outside. So then I think it goes to the tight end or whoever the pass catching back is in New York, and that's where I'm a little like. I think that's the big thing for Galladay.
Yeah, it's possible.
The Rock is living on the edge.
Yeah. Or he's
Zero receivers.
He's literally on some rock. Literally, like some real rock.
Oh man, how
Now does he go 5th round tight end to be just?
that'd be nuts. Man.
There's just so much depth. I am gonna go Kenny Galladay there.
Wow.
Chris, are you in the Scott Fish Bowl that everybody's
No.
talking about?
No, I was in it one year and then I backed it. I pulled myself out after that. Oh my God, I almost feel like I have to go running back here.
That's where I was thinking about, but I needed a second wide receiver badly.
No, you go wide receiver, and then you see what the running backs are when you come
Actually, there's
around.
only really one wide receiver I really still like. There's a lot of running backs I like, so I'll wait.
Yeah, that's where I probably should have gone over Galladay, honestly. But.
I knew I was in trouble picking one next to you guys, and this is exactly why.
The beginning's not good. Didn't have a fun time on Tuesday when I had the two.
I got my questions about Higgins though as well, so they're both iffy.
Actually, coming back around on Higgins, I'm like, do I trust a rookie who had one amazing season 2 years ago, or do I trust a guy who had almost 1,000 yards, played with Joe Burrow, still had almost 1,000 yards, even though he had to play with like Brandon Allen for the last 6 games? Starting to lean Higgins.
My issue with Higgins is, again, they added someone obviously, and I'm just not sure. I'm still not sold on Burrow, to be honest, as an NFL quarterback. But
well, it's fine. But if he's chucking it up 40 times a game,
yeah.
Right, I think you will have to chuck it that much because I'm just not big on their defense this year. I actually think it's going to be worse than last year. So I'm like.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to save him his volume. I mean, he wasn't like that good last year. People are, oh my God, he wasn't that good. He just had tons of volume.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was completing like 70% of his passes and throwing for 4 touchdowns every week. He's had insane volume. Take your line here so I don't have to, Mikey.
Oh, no, I want to, but I'm going to get roasted. It's too early.
The 5th round? No.
Yeah,
take your running back. Don't let them trick you.
No, I don't care.
I mean, if you don't, I'm taking. That's not the line.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wrong line.
I meant that line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really want to take him in the 5th, but I have to take him in the 5th. That's just ridiculous.
Now, because you took him in the 5th and you think it's great value and all, do you even look to take his handcuff later on?
Maybe, because I don't look at Jamal Williams as a handcuff. I look at him as a guy who can actually like give you value. Like Chuba Hubbard's a handcuff.
The Rock, no receivers yet. Getting
Whoa,
spicy.
The Rock.
Oh wow.
Now that he's been taken, when we were talking about Galladay, I watched him when he played with the Lions, And like his bread and butter, maybe it was mostly because of Stafford, like how he plays, but like it seemed like his bread and butter was like contested catches.
That's it. That's his bread and butter.
Yep.
And
That's
I
what he
feel
does.
like Daniel Jones, good thing Stinger's not here, is a not good quarterback. So I feel like Galladay has like the added benefit of being like like one of the better sure-handed receivers that you could throw to, on top of being big. So I feel like
and
that line's the number
Daniel
one
Jones is
receiver.
actually the best deep ball thrower in the NFL.
Ugh.
The most worthless stat I've ever heard. I don't know where he found that statistic, to be honest.
Man, I'm not loving. Which time do I got? Okay. I can still look at this for a second.
Kareem Hunt over Montgomery?
I know it was an impulse. I have Chubb too, and I was just like, if something happens to Chubb, I have Hunt.
That's for Jordan if he's watching. I haven't seen him in a while, but hope you're watching, Jordan.
Montgomery at the 5'10", that's really good.
Pretty much all those fifth-round running backs are great values.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, there's all kinds of value at running back right now.
Yeah, Chris Carson in the fifth is great.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was hoping Mikey would take Swift, and then I was going to take Carson. But
yeah, I like Carson a lot. I mean,
you made me panic, Chris, when you said take your Lion.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty obvious which Lion I meant. The guy who normally goes in round 3 but is still there in round 5.
Well, you guys have been talking down on him.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a point where like you're getting the guy 2 rounds later than he normally goes, where it's like, okay. The thing is, people are drafting him in most drafts like he's a top 15 running back, but when you're drafting him like a 5th rounder,
yeah,
that's the thing. There's no player that I'm really like. I shouldn't say that. There's very few players that I'm like completely will not draft them. There's just players who I think are being drafted too high or too low.
Al's gonna snipe me here. Oh, sweet, he did. I'll take a Lamar in the 6th effort.
You should, yeah, that's good.
Honestly, like, I'm not mad that I drafted Hawkinson because I think he's still like the tight end 4. Like, I feel better about getting him than I would be about Swift. So it's whatever.
Well, I guess it's going to come down to who's your RB2 now.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have, Gaskin or Mike Davis?
Gaskin. But it's close.
Yeah, I'd probably go Davis, but yeah, it is close.
Davis for me, yeah. I just think Gaskin, like between them both, the one that I think is more easily replaceable is actually Gaskin.
They're so similar though, in my opinion. Like,
I think Mike Davis is on the better team, so they probably won't be playing from behind as much. So I would probably go Davis.
I think the opposite. I think Dolphins have a better defense. I think they'll be in the lead more. I worry that Mike Davis. Okay, I mean, let's be real. Mike Davis, the second half of last season was not very good, and he's never been a workhorse in his life. So I do worry about that a little bit, and I worry that he's not going to get like insane volume. I mean, I don't think Gaskin's going to get insane volume either. So.
Would you say if, let's say, Davis first 4 weeks comes out and he's averaging, let's say, about 18 points a game, do you
I mean, that's amazing.
That's amazing. He's winning people leagues, but go ahead.
But do you sell the hype because you think he's going to fall off later like you did?
No way.
Or you keep him?
No, you keep him.
You keep him?
I mean, obviously, unless like you get like an insane offer, but no.
What's an insane offer though?
Like if you could flip him for like a known guy, like let's say,
Tyreek Hill or something.
well, yeah, if you can flip him for like a stud receiver, like it's a known guy who you know is going to be good all year.
Like, what about Aaron Jones? I guess that's where I'm like,
I mean, I probably would unless Aaron Jones' situation was looking really bad.
okay. I'm trying to find the running
Mike
back that you're
Davis for
gonna be
Aaron
like,
Jones?
I mean, you got to understand, 18 points per game is like top 5 running back.
yeah.
Like that's insane. This guy's
Well, let's lower it to 15. So yeah, he averages 15.
Oh, Chris, why'd you do that to me?
No, it's still really good. You're talking like top 10, top 12 running back. So,
yeah.
But again, yeah, if I could trade him for a known stud, I'm trading him for a known stud.
Okay. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing for this next pick.
I actually really like my team.
Yeah, I was gonna like Curtis. I'll go Trey Sermon there.
I haven't drafted from the 2 in a while.
I would have liked a team better if you took Chris Carson over Swift, but
Come on, Swift at the 5-2.
I'm just not high on Swift. I'm more high on Carson, but whatever.
I'm not high on Swift either, but 5-2.
I'd prefer Carson, but
Well, that's why I was hoping Mikey would take Swift instead of Hawkinson. Because then I was going to take Carson.
I saw that Sony Michelle's probably gonna get cut.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. It'll be interesting to see who some of these cuts are.
Yeah, it would be tough if not tough, but it'd be disappointing if like he gets cut and then he ends up in like Atlanta or some of these other backfields start getting a little bit more crowded.
Yeah, but what does Sonny Michelle have left at this point?
I mean, same thing like with Todd Gurley last year. He's just a roster clogger and he takes 6 to 7 carries a game and irritates you.
You think the Pats are going to trade Kill Harry?
Sure, they're going to try. Why not?
If they don't trade him, they'll probably just cut him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him, but from what I saw online, everyone's like, "Oh, he's a sleeper. Everyone should jump on trying to get him." I'm like, okay.
I mean, I'm sure if they got a 7th round pick for him, they would take that every time. But I'm not sure they'll even get that.
To be honest, I'd love to see him go to Kansas City.
Take over that wide receiver 2 role from McCall Hardman.
I want to see more or less just see what he can do. Oh, Pierre going to do the stack?
No, probably not.
Might.
They looking for that 10 in that draft? I don't know if he already. No, he doesn't have a QB.
He can't take him over Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my rule.
I went Mooney.
I'm giving up on the fact that I'm ever going to draft Darryl Mooney.
Yeah.
Draft with Stinger too much, and
I think Stinger hacked Pierre's account.
I know. you go with my guy here, or let's do this.
Dudes, there we go. Ooh. I don't usually see Kenny Drake that early. All right. Not really super high on this guy, but again, I feel like it's pretty low for him.
Yeah, Clapping, did you take Jalen Hurts just to snipe Chris?
I already had Dak.
I did not. I needed somebody there, and I didn't like anyone else. So
I got Dak Prescott. I don't need Jalen Hurts this draft.
Oh, that's right.
It
That's right.
Unless it was
Dak.
super flex.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't see him right before me. Hey. And you took Mostert.
To be honest, Mostert in the ninth is pretty good.
I almost took him over Edmonds. It's close.
There's like still like it's not going to happen, but there's a minuscule chance that he makes it through the year. And hey, if taking that bet in the ninth, I'll take that bet.
What's time I got? 14 seconds. Whatever. Let's just get the Arizona backfield.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I think he's just gonna pick the Arizona backfield.
Yeah. One of them will be the starter.
Thank you.
Lamar's actually done a pretty good job with his wide receivers, all things considering. Considering the dude waited till round 6. It's not bad. Stafford's still going over Aaron Rodgers.
I miss the days of being able to get Stafford in the last round.
Well, now you can get Aaron Rodgers in the last round.
Tyler Higbee in the ninth.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Spicy. That's disgusting. More like it.
Yeah, that might be a little too hot for me.
Yeah.
That's the highest level in the Scoville unit. That's how spicy it is. Damn. What you think here, Jeremy?
Wrap your, no, we're not gonna. Come on, no. Wrap your foot.
Fucking wide receiver with some upside. Oh, problem is there's hardly any left. So we got
Yeah, 12 seconds.
pick one more and then probably just go running back tight ends. I got an old guy who could break out, a young guy who could break out.
An old guy who could break out.
Antonio Brown.
I think Antonio Brown's already broken out once or twice. Or six
Well, he
times.
could do it again.
I think he's already had his breakout.
Zach Moss, I love to see it.
Please stop. Please stop.
Driving up the hype.
Don't make me.
I'm gonna laugh when Zach Moss doesn't even beat his own teammate.
I'm gonna laugh when he goes over 1,000 yards and has 10 touchdowns.
Wow. That's bold.
I think that's even spicier than the Higby thing.
No, but I do think he wins the starting job. Oh, that was ridiculous to see that happen.
You think he wins the starting job?
I mean, I don't even know what that means. That's like, okay. That's like saying David Johnson wins the starting job in Houston. Like, okay.
It is similar.
Like, okay, someone has to be the starter, but like, what does that even really mean?
That's all I can predict.
Well, you just predicted the man for 10 touchdowns and 1,000 yards.
That's a bold prediction right there. That's for sure.
What does that make him in an RB? Like an RB?
That alone would be 160 points, which is like probably what, RB 18-ish, 15-ish, somewhere around there.
Put some respect on this man right here.
Oh,
put some respect on him.
Never. Man, I don't even like this guy, but again, I just feel like this value. It's value.
I mean, we talk boom or bust, but Marquise Brown, like if you put him in your flex one week, he could win you the matchup. if you're struggling, you just need some help.
The problem is you're never gonna know what week that is.
No, but I mean, I'm saying if you have a couple of guys on bye or something, and you just need, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into liking it more than I do.
Yeah, I was like, you'll never know the week that hits. That's why I'm like, no.
Yeah, well, I wasn't planning on going wide receiver here.
Don't do it.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yep. Do it.
Back-to-back snipes. Let's see. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I probably should have gone Rager, honestly. I got thrown off by Latavius Murray pick. I did not expect that. All right, who's going to be my tight end?
Buster, boom.
Yeah, let's reach.
Did you just break your arm reaching for that guy, or?
There were a bunch of people I liked more than him, but I was just like, eh.
Evan Ingram, nice. Look at that, Aaron Rodgers in the 11th. Tannehill in the 12th. Kadarius Toney. Gonna be a special teamer. First round special teamer.
So glad the Jags didn't get to draft him.
Will it be Gesicki? Will it be Irv Smith? Will it be Robert Tonyan? Let's go crazy at tight end. Who else is available? Zach Ertz?
Trouton,
Troutman?
the Trout himself.
Brady in the 12th. Very good.
Except you already have Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's weird. Why would you do that? I guess it's Gesicki. Whatever. All right. Wow, we blew through that.
I think that was our fastest time.
Yeah, that was pretty fast. All right, who's grading tonight? Don't all jump at once.
A bunch of excited people. All right, I'll do it if no one wants to do it.
All right, go for it, Austin.
Been a couple weeks.
Do it.
All right, we'll start with Mikey. We got C-Mac, McLaurin, Robinson, Ayuk. Solid start there. Hawkinson, yeah, it's probably a little early there, but I'm not going to ding you too bad. Robinson is your 2. Yeah, I would have preferred you to have Swift as your 2 than Robinson as your 2, but it is what it is. Boyd, Gage, Mostert, Aguilar, Murray, and Lawrence. You happy with Lawrence as your starter? Or?
Yeah, I feel like if I had to take a shot on anyone other than like the top quarterbacks, I would probably want to go Lawrence.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I'm
I-
not. I'm just asking you. I wasn't like criticizing you on it or anything. I was just wondering if that's what you were kind of aiming for, or how it kind of just happened.
I would have been happy with any of the last 4 guys picked: Rodgers, Tannehill, Brady, or him.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I'm more kind of looking. I would have preferred. You like Hawkinson a lot, don't you?
Yeah,
I do too. He's my 4th tight end, but I think the upgrade over having Swift over Robinson is pretty significant in my opinion. So I would have preferred you probably go there, in my opinion. It's not a bad team at all because your first 4 picks I think are fantastic. It's just that 5th I would have liked probably to see Swift there. It's a solid team. There's no holes. So there's nothing I can say. Oh, you don't have one a thing. Your RB2 is a little weak, I would say. Let's go 7-5 for this one. I think that's fair. I think this is a good team, but not probably an elite team.
I will gladly take that, considering I just was getting sniped all night by you and Chris.
Yeah, because like, look, if you go, like obviously, like I just said, Hawkinson's my 4th as well, but my 5th is like Mark Andrews, right?
Mhm.
So you could have gotten Mark Andrews, excuse me, as your 7th round pick, and you could have then gotten Swift as your 5th round pick. That's kind of what I look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ways probably made that team quite a bit better. All right, Chris. Cook, Thomas, Evans, Higgins. That's a great start. Then Swift. I love that. Prescott, Samuel. Getting Samuel in the 7th. That's nice. Oh yeah, you took him from me. I forgot about that. Might have to ding you for that. No, I'm just kidding. Evans, Connor locked up that backfield. Parker Jones. Yeah, the only hole at all here, if it is a hole, is the tight end, which most teams in general, unless you get the top 3 guys, there's questions. This is a very solid team. Because you don't, I mean, Curtis Samuel just has to be your flex. He doesn't even have to be one of your top 3 wide receivers. And you got depth at the running back. Yeah, I like this a lot. I'll go 8-5 on this team, actually.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Very solid. Yeah, because like we said, I don't think either of us are crazy high on Swift, but in the 5th round, I think that is great value. All right, skip my team. Let me accidentally clicked off. Hold up one sec. Okay. The Rock, we got Kamara, Mixon, Harris. So pretty solid at the running back position. Then we got Mahomes, Pitts. So obviously we're gonna have to look at the wide receivers. Chark, Anderson, Samuel, Pittman, Mecole Hardman. For me, those are a bunch of wide receiver 3s. I do like the Edwards pick and the Brady pick in the final round, but wide receivers in a full PPR 3 wide receiver league, we talk about it all the time. This strategy is just rarely going to pay off. Yeah, I couldn't go above like a 6-5 for this team, to be honest. There's just too many question marks at the wide receiver position. Way too many question marks. All right, Dahutski, we got Henry, Brown, Kittle, Lockett, Allen, Beckham, Waddle, and then Drake, Jones, Hines, Singletary, and Mims. So running back wise, let me just go. It's easier if I just go position by position. So we got Henry, Drake, Jones, maybe an RB2 somewhere in there between Drake and Jones, maybe. And then wide receiver wise, it's Brown, Lockett, Beckham, Waddle. So you're going to have to be starting Kenyon Drake, it looks like, on a weekly basis, which isn't probably a great idea. And then you're going to have to also be at flexing Waddle on a weekly basis. So those are two obvious question marks for me. And due to that fact, I couldn't go above a 7 on this team. It's better than the last team by a little bit, but I couldn't go above a 7. There's just too many question marks at flex and RB2. All right, Buster Boom, we got it's Francis is his name, right? Francis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Francis.
Oh, you're on the Zoom. Okay, cool. We got Zeke, Ridley, Lamb, Sutton. That is a great start. Carson, Davis. So when I look at your running back group, you have a clear cut for me RB1, and then you have 2 high end RB2. So that's great, and you still have 3 elite wide receivers. Andrews in the 7th. That's great. Davis, Stafford, Pollard, Penny, Sanders. Yeah, this is my favorite team so far. As much as I liked Chris' team, I think I gave him an 8.5. I think. Let me just look side by side if I want to go higher. So first, running back, we had Cook versus Elliott, so maybe a little advantage there. But he has Ridley, Lamb, Sutton. You have Thomas, Evans, Higgins. That's very close for me. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to his 3 running backs versus my 4 receivers, but I do really like his.
Yeah, no, I was just talking about that when you
I think
pick.
his team's a little better.
Yeah, when you pick those 3 wide receivers versus his 3 wide receivers after that running back. But then, yeah, he's got Carson and Davis, which I think is great. And then he's got an advantage over you with Andrews over Gesicki. So, yeah, I gave you an 8.5. I give this team a 9. That's a great team. Vagoon, we got Adams, Jefferson, Clyde, Devontae Smith in the mid 4. That's a little early, but okay. Kyler. So running backs, we got Clyde, Javonte, and Michael Carter. And Madison late. And then wide receivers, we got Adams, Jefferson, Smith, and Mike Williams. So you'll be starting Javonte, and then you'll be flexing probably Mike Williams. But if Mike Williams doesn't pan out, you don't really have anyone else that can flex at all. And on bye weeks, you have no one really. And then I can't really get behind that Tyler Higbee pick, unfortunately. But I think this team is better than a couple of those other teams, which I gave like 6.5 and 7s to. So I think this team has a chance to at least be good. So I'll go 7.5. On paper, it may not be great, but has a chance at least if a couple guys pan out. I just keep seeing Higbee, man. I can't get behind that one. All right, we got Long Wang. We got Jonathan Taylor, D Hop, JK, your boy JK. That's an immediate +1 for me. DJ Moore, Sanders, Juju, Fant, Wilson, Fournette, Moss. Your last 4 picks I don't really love. I don't see a whole lot of upside on those guys. Who's your I guess you'll be flexing JK, I guess, because you have 3. Yeah, you have 3 running backs, so you'll flex one of those guys. I mean, I think Juju. Chris, you think he's a wide receiver 3 this year? He'll produce wide receiver 3 numbers?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Fair, yeah. This team's not elite by any means, but it's not bad by any means. So I go 7.5. It's middle of the pack. There's no major holes, but it's not elite. All right, Jeremy, we got Chubb, Jones, Hunt as your running backs, and then Johnson as your running backs. That's a solid running back room. I personally think you probably should have gone Montgomery over Hunt, but I won't hold that really against you. I have more issues, honestly, with your wide receiver room. Because I I don't think Cooper Kupp is a wide receiver one this year.
Whoa.
Whoa,
You're
with
two.
Stafford?
You're two.
I think he is in that 12 to 15 range. So he's on the borderline of wide receiver one. He's not. I'm not going to say he's not close. He's close. Yeah. Again, I don't know if I'm grading you against. It's tough because I'm grading you against Chris and Francis's team, but your team is better than some of those other teams I've seen. You do have Lamar. You've got a couple nice wide receiver bench pieces. I go 7-5 again. I like it.
That.
What was that?
I said I get that.
I mean, I like it. I just don't know. Some of those other teams just have this like clear kind of elite players at every position, and I just don't quite see that for your team. But it should be a solid team. I'm not going to discount that. All right, AL, we got Kelsey, Metcalf, Woods, Godwin. Solid start, even with going Kelsey in the one. Montgomery, Gaskin, Gordon, Williams. Yeah, for doing that, you're not too bad at the running back position. You're not, you don't have that elite RB1, but you did a good enough job in the other places where if those two guys pan out and Montgomery and Gaskin both give you, high end or mid-range, even RB2 numbers, I think this team is fine just because you are so elite at the other positions. Right now, this would be my third favorite team, just looking at it. I think Chris's and Francis's team are 1 and 2. So this would be 3 for me. So I think I gave Francis a 9. I gave Chris like an 8.5. So I'll give us an 8. But it's a solid team, and it's pretty clear the third team for me. All right, we got Pierre's team. We got Akers, Eckler, Julio, Johnson, Deontay, Judy, Chenault, Goddard, Mooney, Dylan, Gainwell, Campbell, and Tannehill. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of teams that just don't have any holes, but they're just not quite up to the par of a couple of those other teams. So, this would probably be my fourth best team. I think it's a little bit worse than Ailes and a little bit behind Francis's and Chris's. But it's not, I wouldn't say a 7.5 because it's above some of those other teams I gave 7.5. So I'll give it an 8. It's a solid team. No holes, just not quite the elite. And he doesn't quite have a wide receiver one that is a surefire wide receiver one. Julio could be a wide receiver one, but I don't know if he's not a surefire. Let's just say that. All right, Forest Creek, we got Hill. I almost accidentally started with Gibson because my screen was low. I was like, damn, in the first round, but no. Got Hill, Diggs, Gibson, Cooper, Jacobs, Etienne, Fuller, Gallup, Ruggs, Ingram. Honestly, I think we've talked about Evan Ingram before. I don't hate him more than, I think in a full PPR league, I think he's just as better than like Gronk or, any of those last couple round tight ends. So as much crap we give him for Evan Ingram, I think he's fine there. Again, it's a solid team. It's just not quite as elite as a couple of those other teams. It's probably right in that range with Pierre around the 4 area. Because wide receivers, he's got Hill, Diggs, Cooper, Fuller, Gallup, Ruggs. That's fine. Running back is a little bit, contingent on Gibson playing extremely well. but he does look probably like he has 2 RB2s. I think I gave Pierre's team an 8. I would probably give this team an 8 as well and put it right in that range of the 4th to 5th best team in the league. But 1, 2, 3, I would definitely say would be Francis, then probably Chris, and then Ale. I think those are probably the 3 best teams from.
All right. Jeremy, you want to do Austin's team?
Go for it.
Sure, I'll do Austin. Let's see what we got. Saquon Barkley, Keenan Allen. Went with the tight end at the 3, Waller, Galladay, Chase. So I thought you weren't big on Chase, and I don't know if that was just a thing I thought I heard you say at one time or post, but I was surprised to see you take Chase. Then you took Claypool, which I knew you liked him. Trey Sermon, Hurst, Damon Harris. This is Brown, Rager, and then Edwards. Let's see here. So you're guaranteed to put Trey Sermon, I guess, in your RB2 spot. So you're definitely playing Chase and Claypool first. Harris, I'm rising on Harris, so I will say that. So him being a backup. I think you're just trying to think. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, so I guess so I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. The Galladay, Chase, Claypool, so here's my thing. One of those I feel like will pop off, but one of them is gonna fail you. So then you're hoping Brown, Rager, or Edwards pops off for your flex spot, and again, I think one of them might. And then you're just hoping you're running. I think the other thing is I guess you're hoping your running backs stay healthy, like Trey Sermon. Hopefully doesn't have anything, and he's in San Francisco, and I feel like all those running backs get hurt at some point. So, and then you're relying on Harris, and I do like him. I don't know if I think he's like an RB3, like he's an RB3 that's pushing maybe an RB2. So that's where I am. Like, I definitely don't hate this team. Like, I think you've got a solid tight end advantage. Your wide receivers are okay. Barkley, I think, will be fine for you. I'm a little bit hesitant on your RB2. And your QB, we all know how I feel about him. He has to hit that rushing floor, I think. And that's where I am with this. So, I'd give it like a 7.5. But I mean, if everybody hits, or if like Jalen Hurts does the exact opposite of what I said, you're looking at like an 8 and 8.5. So
yeah, that's pretty fair. I thought it was probably around the 8th best team in the league. So it's for me, it's just another failed attempt at trying to build around the tight end, but I'll learn my lesson one of these.
Boys.
What's up, Bill?
So
I'm going to grade Cheeks' grades.
Okay.
Cheeks.
I'm kind of interested to see what the grade. I'll tell you what. Do you know what the grades were already or no?
Yeah, I heard them all, and I got to tell you, brother, great job, man. I'm giving you a 9 on your grades. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Take it.
You rolled it out, man. You did. You were harsh on people more than I would have been, and then softer on other people. I like it though, man.
Yeah, the
analysis was on, bro.
Yeah, it's tough if you give people. It's tough because some of these teams you want to give them like multiple teams like 7.5s, right?
Yeah.
But then you notice that the one team is better than the other team, so then you almost have to start getting into like the 6s and stuff like that with them. But
yeah, I think after like we were saying, after like the first 5 rounds is where first 4 or 5 rounds is where we got to start like really grading people, because it's kind of set the first 48, 50 guys, you know what I mean? So I think you're doing right. I think This is a 4-point touchdown, right, Chris?
Yeah, 4-point touchdown.
I'd be interested to see if we do a 6-pointer, what would happen. You think that the big people will be jumping up?
Oh yeah,
Quarterbacks?
I think so. I think they'd be jumping up, and we see some differences, like guys like Brady, Lawrence, Tannehill, Rodgers, Stafford. Their values would go up.
Yeah. Cheeks, you hit it though, man. Out of the park. I liked it, bro. It was good.
Appreciate that, Bill.
Of course, man. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, the 12 spot keeps killing 3 wide receiver drafts every time I see it, man.
Yeah, I liked his draft a lot. I thought he had a really good draft.
Even at RB2, you can rotate by the time ATN gets the job. I mean, Jacobs is going to be fine just to get you 12 a week.
Yeah.
ATN might take off. Herbert's phenomenal there. I just don't like Cooper, but Cooper's fine as a 3. And then you got Fuller and Gallup. Gallup backs up Cooper if there's an injury. Yeah, like you said, Ingram, that's my only thing. That's the only. But again, the 12 spot, killing it.
Yeah, I liked his draft a lot.
Yeah, man. I see what people are doing, but I liked it, Cheeks. Man, you hit it out tonight. I really do. I couldn't get on it though, man. I had to go do some stuff, but Sunday I'll be there.
All right, awesome. Looking forward to it.
All right, brother.
All right, you guys. Good job tonight. Cheeks, good job with the grading. Jeremy, thanks for grading Cheeks' team.
No problem.
Oh, Cheeks, I give you a little more love than him. You got an 8, brother. Don't worry about Jeremy. Jeremy's getting too much Jacksonville, son. You know what I mean? Don't worry about him.
You can't let a Jacksonville fan grade. It's just
I can't, man.
it's bound to go south. It's just
He's never seen anything above a 6 for his team ever, so I don't know what.
Hey, Clapton, when you get out of them strip clubs, come talk.
Later, boys.
All right. See you guys.